Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the hOmeLabs dehumidifier. So here it is up close. You can see it from the top right here. Check it out. Nice control panel. Now you can see it from the front side. We have their logo and branding. We also have our removable bin right here, guys, that collects our water with a nice built-in handle that we can self-empty if we don't want to use continuous drain with the hose. Now we can look at it from the side. So there it is from the right side if you're looking at the front. Here it is from the back side with that filter we can remove to clean once a month. So go ahead, you can just take it off just like this, clean it out, and then you can gently press it back on and place. It just snaps right in. Here's our power cable. You can see we have our continuous drain option right here. If we want to attach a hose, we can do that. Really nice option right there. And then we can look at it from the other side as well. So check that out. You can see how everything looks. I want to point out too, on the sides, you may have noticed, you may not have noticed, it does have built-in handles on each side so you can grip it and carry this around. Pay attention to its small and compact size, very portable, easy to move. And for a dehumidifier, it's not actually that heavy. It's also on wheels as well. So you have 4 caster wheels that you can move this and roll this unit around. Now let's go ahead, let's get everything set up. So within the main bin of your device, you'll be able to find this piece of plastic that we're going to snap into the back so we can wind our power cord up. Be sure to do that before you use it for the first time. You don't want to leave this in the bin, so go ahead, snap it in place just like you see right here. We're just going to line it up and just gently press, and there we go, it just snapped in. Now we can take our cord off of this if we want, and we can get that out of the way, and then we can just wind it around here. So it's very portable, easy to set up and use. I guess we'll go ahead, we'll continue to wind this around so you guys can see. I'm sure you can make yours look prettier, but we do have a nice spot for our power cord here. If you do want to, tuck it up and not use it all the time, you can just wind it up right there. Also, while I have it here, I should show you guys the very bottom. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get there or not. Here it is. All right, we did make it. Here's the very bottom. You can see the 4 caster wheels that we have to easily roll this around wherever we desire to position it. Now let's go ahead, let's set this up and go over the controls. So here are all the controls for the unit. You can see at the top right here, we have a great control panel, very simple and straightforward. So first up, you can see we have our comfort button right here. So we can press this button to turn on the comfort function if we want. And basically, we're not going to be able to adjust the humidity. It's going to adjust the humidity for us automatically based off of the ambient air temperature. So if it's less than 65 degrees Fahrenheit, the relative humidity will be 55%. If it's 65 degrees to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, it will be set to 50% humidity. And if it's greater than 77 degrees Fahrenheit, it will be set to 45% for our humidity. Next, you can see we got our filter button right here. Just a reminder to clean the air filter. So the light will flash after 250 hours of operation. To reset it, go ahead, press the filter button and the light will go off. Then you can see we have our continuous button in mode right here. We can activate this to make sure that it's going to continuously dehumidify up until it's full. So it will only stop except when the bucket is full. So that's what continuous is. It's going to always constantly be running for you. Next, we have the turbo button, which is basically just our fan speed operation. We have normal fan speed as well as our high fan speed setting. Then you can see we have our timer button right here. So we can press to set an auto on or an auto off timer. And then we can use the arrow keys to adjust that timer in different time intervals. So that's going to be the timer. We're going to hold that down to turn it on or off at a certain time. And then we can set the timer here up until 24 hours. And you can adjust it in 0.5 hour increments. And last but not least, you can see we have the power button right here to turn the unit on and off. So now you can see we have the unit plugged in, powered on, everything's working great. If you see the screen flashing or flickering up here, that's just because of the camera recording the screen. It's a solid light and it's lit up. It's not flashing or anything in real life if you're here looking at it with your own eyes. Currently, we have it set to just the normal fan speed setting. We do not have turbo mode turned on yet. So let's go ahead, let's get our decibel meter out and see how loud it is. So just in the normal settings, guys, you can see our decibel meter right here. The max readout that we got was 71.4 decibels. Now let's go ahead, let's turn it to turbo. And now you can hear it's noticeably louder. So the fan's even more powerful right now as it's spinning with its increased speed. Now let's go ahead, let's try it out with our decibel meter to see how loud it is with turbo mode on. So now with turbo mode, you can see the results right here. We went from 71 decibels basically to 76 decibels. It feels louder than that here in person. I think it's just the forcefulness of the fan more so than actual increased noise. But you do have both options depending on where you're going to be using this dehumidifier, in what setting will fit and work best with your environment. Now we can take a look at how accurate the dehumidifier is. So right here on the screen, it's showing 50% for our relative humidity, and I have a humidity meter right here that's currently showing 45.89%, so maybe we'll just say 46%, we'll round up. Honestly though, at the time of filming this, right before I pushed record, they were both battling between 49 and 50, so I would say overall it's accurate enough if you're be using this in your home. This is going to be a good indicator, good enough indicator I should say, of the relative humidity in your room.